everyone, my name is Daria and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be watching the next 3 episodes of The Summer I Turned Pretty. Since we last talked, which for me was last night, but for you was probably a good chunk of time, I saw the first 3 episodes of The Summer I Turned Pretty Season 2, and it was just a lot of whiplash. That's what it was. It was a fucking roller coaster, because we kept flashing back from the past to the present, and if you saw that video, you knew that I was having a fucking ball in the past, in the flashbacks, getting to watch Conrad and Belly together as a couple. I feel like since watching the first 3 episodes, I've kind of like settled into the more somber, subdued tone of this season. I was kind of like on the fence about it and not really like, I wasn't able to like fully settle into the show during those first few episodes, but now I feel like I'll have an easier time adjusting to, you know, a world without Susanna. Kind of like all the other characters, huh? Interesting. You know, maybe the show is actually doing something here by making the audience feel as off-kilter and off-balance as all the characters do after Susanna died. Huh.
Really quick, before we jump into the reactions, I want to let you guys know that I have recently launched a Patreon. So if you want to see my full-length, unedited reactions to The Summer I Turned Pretty, as well as other TV shows and movies that I have watched, go ahead and consider joining that by clicking the link in the description below or the cards somewhere on the screen.
Conrad, man, what's going on?
I'm glad Steven went after him. That's sweet.
What happened? Panic attack, I'm fine.
No, bitch, you are not fine. Having been there multiple times, you are not fine. So what the fuck happened, babe? Who texted you?
Found out I got into Stanford.
What? Are you serious?
Oh, shit!
Yeah, my mom had this fantasy about me finding myself in the West Coast.
Wait, Connie, this was a good thing.
I didn't even know he wanted to transfer.
But things are just starting to get better with Jer, and he's going to Finch in the fall, which is close to Brown, so it just doesn't make sense to transfer.
Hey, dude, you don't have to decide this second or anything, okay? Please don't tell me.
Babe. This is what I'm talking about, Connie. I did not know anything about Conrad wanting to go to Stanford or that being a dream of his or something his mom wanted for him. I don't know if that's something that they mentioned in season 1. Maybe I'm blanking. Or maybe it's something that they talked about in the books but neglected in the show. I don't know. Either way, I think he should fucking do it. And I love what he said about his mom dreaming of him going out there and finding himself, because I feel like Conrad doesn't really know who he is, and I feel like he maybe defines himself based on like his external relationships and responsibilities. Like, I'm the older sibling, I'm the person who has to take care of everybody. I really want him to be able to, you know, sort of like find his identity, and I think a lot of times you can only really do that when you go away from everything that's defined who you are. These 3 main characters, especially Jeremiah, Belly, and Conrad, like, so much of who they are and their relationships is defined by cousins and each other. Especially now with Susanna being gone and the house being threatened, I feel like all of them are holding on so tight to cousins. And I get it. But I think the best thing that all of them can do is try to like branch out and go to new places and try new things and find yourself and find a kind of identity outside of what you've known for so long. And then if it feels right, you can come back knowing that actually this is who I am, and I'm not just staying here in this place and being this person that I am out of comfort and, you know, familiarity. I also feel like that scene was so quintessential, like, Conrad, and it's exactly why I get frustrated with him but love him so much. I think the more that you deny yourself opportunities and the more that you try to stick around for other people, it's gonna hurt you and it's gonna hurt them and your relationship. You think that you're doing your best helping other people, keeping things quiet, keeping things to yourself, you know, not doing anything to hurt someone else, not telling them what's going on with you, but in reality, it really doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help you, it doesn't help them, it doesn't help anything. And in fact, in your attempts to not hurt people, you end up hurting people.
How are you doing since your mom?
It's been rough. Rougher now that our aunt's stealing our house.
This is hard for her too.
Really? Seems like she's doing this all pretty fucking easily.
If there's one thing I can count on Conrad for, it's to be petty and funny as fuck. Excuse you.
You have no idea.
Excuse you too. I'm not naive to the fact that there is plenty that you can get on Conrad for. Okay? This, him disliking Aunt Julia, him being petty to Aunt Julia, is not fucking one of them. I didn't say this when I was watching the first 3 episodes, but I'm kind of like starting to get a bit annoyed by it. I feel like Jeremiah is very angry with Conrad. Calling him selfish, calling him an asshole, like, it's... And I'm trying to, like, understand where it's coming from. I understand that he's frustrated still because of everything that happened last summer. But, like, I feel like there has to be something more than just Conrad not telling him about last summer. I mean, maybe it's still residual resentment for how things went down with Belly, but, like, he's getting pissed at him for things that, like, I don't think he has a right to get pissed about, namely Conrad being upset with their dad and Aunt Julia. Like, if he's being an asshole, he has a fucking right. In fact, he should do it more. Do it again. Do it again. I want him to go low. Like, go into the fucking core of the earth when it comes to Julia and your dad. Especially your dad. Fuck that guy.
For the open house.
Who is this?
You know, Julia actually decided to cancel.
Ah!
Yeah, it's last minute, but,
Sneaky,
she's having some second
sneaky.
thoughts. Sorry, who are you?
She's my girlfriend, and she's...
Oh!
and she's right. The house is not for sale.
What was the point of that? You know, he didn't have to say girlfriend, but he did.
I didn't ditch finals just to leave his house for the taking by...
Conrad, I'm straining to keep my shit together. You've already ruined my day. The least you could do is get out of my...
And you're trying to ruin his fucking life. I don't know, I just, like, don't think Conrad is in the wrong. Is he lashing out? Yeah, but, like, do I give a fuck? No.
Susanna used to force my mom to come here when they were kids. My mom always hated it, but Susanna loved it so much, so...
You know what else my mom loved? The beach house.
He will not stop! That's fucking hilarious.
And your mom wasn't a saint.
Ooh, that was uncalled for. Oh my god! Look at them fighting! No, this is what I fucking want. Just like fun. Chill, fun vibes. Team Belly, Team Conrad. That's what happens when you're the main ship. It just is what it is. Oh, is it gonna be Conrad against Belly? Yeah. Oh! And the brothers take her down!
You guys can do it right now? Yeah, let's go for it, dude. No, you actually can't do that.
Oh my god! The king is back! The icon, the legend!
Well, I don't know about you, Belly, but I think it might be time to shoot your shot.
Oh, you're on. Too bad for you. I had such a great trigonometry tutor.
Thank you. Okay, 5
No, they're being so flirty in front of everybody. This is a perfect song for them. It is never over, bitch. It will never be over.
The first time I ever had my heart broken was at this boardwalk. Conrad asked me to go. I thought he'd asked because he wanted to hang out with me, but he'd come to the boardwalk to see her.
Is he actually there to see her, or is she making assumptions? Because if there's one thing I know about Belly, it's that she will make assumptions when it comes to Conrad.
All right, Con, I'm gonna go get a lemonade, so win me a prize, okay?
No, here's the thing. And I said this back when I was watching season 1, and this season has only confirmed it. Belly truly will always misread Conrad. Like, in the first season, she would be like, oh, Conrad only liked me because I liked him. Bitch, every time you flash back to the past, he was putting you first. When the boys were teasing you and throwing something around so you couldn't catch it, he offered it to you. When they were playing a game, he left the group to teach you how to swing dance. Like, don't lie to me! Belly, I feel like, is so in her head about Conrad and so, like, fearful and has, like, all these insecurities that, like, she's projecting that onto him and his behavior and assuming things about him and how he feels. You're the one who saw the girl, yanked him over there, and then, like, made a comment about her shorts, and then he agreed with you, and then you're, like, you're just assuming all this shit. I can understand her, and that feeling of, like, you're so sure that you're not enough or someone could never like you, so you just, everything becomes confirmation of that. The fact that she broke up with him because of this same shit of her, like, assuming things about how he's feeling, And also, I'm not saying that Conrad is totally blameless, because you pair Belly, who makes assumptions about Conrad and always assumes the worst, with Conrad, who has this inability to properly express himself. And it's just, bitch, I'm mad that they broke up, but I know why it had to happen. And he won her the prize.
I thought you might like it.
Girl, he's always thinking of you! You're about to piss me the fuck off with all these fucking assumptions!
Isn't it just such a coincidence that the AC broke during a heat wave right after the future engineering student arrived?
Oh shit! Go on, Steven. Conrad and Steven being petty, fucking shit up for Julia. Love it. They're so
He made
sweet.
it so hard not to love him.
Yeah.
When he was sweet like this, I remembered why I did. Used to love him. I mean,
Okay, bitch. You need to fucking who are you clarifying for? Not me. Yourself? Okay, be in denial. Maybe there's something wrong with me. I fucking love drop zones. Like, I love that swoosh, like, butterfly, empty feeling you get in your stomach. I'm addicted to it. Yeah, see, I fucking love that shit. I don't know, like, Jeremiah is cute, and I can understand why people would ship them, but it just, I don't know. It doesn't work for me. And that's fine. It's not my thing. It's not for me to get.
Poor Belly stuck inside with a cold. It'd be sweetie to keep her company. Yeah, please.
You can go to the boardwalk tomorrow.
Not his mom guilt-tripping him into
he stayed home with
staying.
me for the rest of the week.
Cute. I just feel like I can't enjoy them even objectively because, like, of Conrad and Belly. Like, I just am too biased towards them, and also having been, like, together, like, it just makes it all so messy and so, like, fucked up. I'm, like, already afraid.
Do you have a name yet?
Her name is Mildred.
Mildred, I like it. How come you didn't want another junior mid?
Oh,
I'm not 13 years old anymore, Conrad.
damn. Okay. Fucking punch him in the
What the
gut, why
fuck?
don't you? What the fuck what? What the fuck what? What the fuck is right? What the hell? No, see, anything that Conrad says after this to Aunt Julia is deserved. I don't care if he tells her to kick fucking rocks, and he does it himself. He could commit murder, and it would be okay. Fuck you. Fuck. And they were just having, they couldn't have 24 hours of peace. Fuck you. Aunt Julia is never seeing the pearly gates for this. This is sick. Sick, I'm telling you.
I'm sorry. This must be such a shock.
Shut the fuck up.
Afternoon, and he and I decided that it would be best not to.
Oh, of course Adam was a part of this.
I'm not the one you should be angry with. Your mother could have warned you that this was going to happen.
I'm so sorry that she was too busy dying to make your life a little easier.
Ooh.
You know, it sucks that our grandfather loved her more than you, but I'm not surprised.
Oh, he got her ass. He got her ass. Get her, Jeremiah. Get her. Go for that one. Aw, I thought they were gonna do like a Fisher Brothers 1-2 combo.
Our dad was never going to win a Father of the Year award, but when it counted, he was there at the end. Conrad just couldn't see it. He didn't want to.
When was he there? Okay. Okay, this is the one place where I'm always going to disagree with Jeremiah. I do not care that he was there at the end, whatever that means. Maybe he was there for the funeral, there to help out with Susanna. I do not care that he had a moment of redemption and came swooping in at the end to be the hero. He abandoned these kids. Now, I don't know if we're going to see the process of Susanna going through her care this second time around, but I bet you he wasn't fucking around. I bet you that Adam wasn't there until the final last few minutes. And Jeremiah, babe, I love you. But he does not deserve your fucking pity or any good words out of your fucking mouth just because he did that. Fuck Adam. Fuck that dude. I think I actually hate him. No, I do hate him more than I hate Aunt Julia. It's Adam's fault that he wasn't around to take care of their mother. So then that burden, that responsibility, fell onto his 2 teenage fucking sons. It's Adam's fault that Jeremiah has resentment towards Conrad ever since the first season because he's been comparing them since they were fucking young, and it's his fucking fault that Conrad didn't feel like he could come to anybody or tell anybody about what was going on last summer because Adam was constantly telling him that it was his fucking fault and that he had to look after everybody being the eldest sibling. Fuck you, Adam. I don't give a shit about you. I hope you fucking... I just got so heated. Oh my god. I'm sorry. That was too much. That was a disproportionate reaction to a fictional fucking character in fictional scenario. Let's just say I'm fired up tonight, okay? I've been dealing with migraine for the last few days. Aunt Flo just came to visit me, so I'm fucking revved up, bitch. So if I keep going off like that for the rest of this episode, know that, yes, it's how I feel, but also the dial is turned up 10 notches.
What are we gonna do? I don't know.
My whole life, I've looked up to Conrad. He's always been smarter, faster, just better. Maybe part of me even needed that. Someone to look up to.
Yeah, because you didn't have your dad. Once again, Adam's fucking fault. That's Adam's fucking fault! Oh my god, all of this is Adam's fault! I'm gonna fucking...
Well, what are you doing here? Don't you have class?
Yeah, class got canceled. Thought I'd come see you and Mom.
You think Mom's insurance is going to, accept a sandwich bag full of receipts? Because that's about all I got.
Yeah, but why is he fucking doing this, Adam, you piece of shit? Where are you? Why do the children have to figure it out? I swear to God.
You and I never really talked about what happened with Belly.
Ooh. Yeah, yikes.
Jared, what happened last summer was fucked up. I didn't even know that you two had kissed until after.
Exactly.
I can't believe you came here like this.
What was he supposed
No, just
to
do what you want. You always do anyways.
That's
Jared,
not
I want to
true.
be with her. And I really think that's what she wants too. But she's afraid of hurting you, Jared. And it hurts. Like my chest physically hurts to not be able to tell her that I'm in love with her.
Oh, no!
Bunny rabbit.
Whoop whoop. Wolf eats the bunny rabbit.
No, that is not how you play Shadow
That's how I play Shadow
Oh,
Puppets.
no.
Sharesies.
Sharesies.
I don't know. I mean, like, I said it before, I can understand why people like them, but, like, even last season, I feel like I could be objective about them and say that they had good chemistry, that they were cute together, that they had good kisses, but, like, this season, I just tense up when they get close. I just feel icky. Like, it weirds me out. I know where we're headed. I know that her and Jeremiah are 99.9% likely to end up together at the end of the season. But for me, I personally feel like there is, like, an ethical, moral difference between the two scenarios this time around. Like, am I saying that Jeremiah didn't have a right to feel hurt? Absolutely not. Everyone is entitled to their feelings. Everybody. But if I'm looking at this from the outside in, Jeremiah and Belly were never anything official. They kissed, and I'm pretty sure she said at the beginning that it had only been a couple days that they'd kissed, agreed to go to the Deb Ball together, and that was pretty much it. And Conrad didn't even know that happened. Like, that is the number one thing here that's getting to me. Conrad didn't know until Belly told him, and at that point, like, of course I feel bad, and I'm sad about the scenario, but, like, Conrad didn't know, and you had no label. You kissed a few times, and that was it. I don't know. I just feel like Conrad and Belly were together. Like, they were boyfriend and girlfriend. They had a label. They said that they loved each other. Their relationship was something so big and meaningful. And I don't really understand the timeline of everything. I think it may be... So they were talking in September, probably got together in October. They were together for a few months at least. You know, they were in a relationship. And Jeremiah was aware of everything. And so I feel like, for me at least, when Jeremiah and Belly get together, let's be honest, for me, it's so much weirder and more uncomfortable, you know, this second switch around that we're gonna have. And then we're gonna have the third switcheroo in the third season, and that is gonna be so fucking beyond the pale. I might have to actually stop watching the show because it'll make me cringe so bad. We need to stop having love triangles between brothers. Like, it's been done. It's over. Hang it up.
Did you know Liam Meyer got a judge involved to help him access his trust? You really want to, like, sue Dad or something?
Yes!
I don't know.
Get his ass!
Maybe?
Take him to court! Oh, she looks so cute! No! We're gonna have them together again? This is sick! Stop flashing back to Conrad and Belly together because it makes me miss them.
let's go around the table and...
No.
One thing they're thankful for.
Oh no. Yeesh, yeesh. Oh no, they're so cute.
Are you ready for a boy?
I'm sorry, I do feel bad for Jared, but Conrad and Belly are so cute that I just like forget about how bad I feel for him. I'm sorry.
But if you guys are going to be here together, then I don't want to be around.
Jared, come on, it's Thanksgiving. Of course we're...
No, it's better for everyone if we just keep some distance, okay?
Oh.
You do your thing and I'll do mine.
So awkward. He just has so much resentment just sitting in his heart for Conrad, and I feel like it's coming out with this Belly situation. And I don't mean for this to come off dismissive or that he doesn't have a right to feel hurt. I just feel like there's this resentment that comes from so much more than just the situation with Belly. Even in the first season where Adam was constantly comparing Jeremiah and Conrad to one another. So I feel like it makes sense for Jeremiah, especially as the younger sibling, but also with the added pressure of fucking Adam, to feel like he was always living in Conrad's shadow. And then that builds resentment from Jeremiah towards Conrad, instead of Jeremiah probably not being able to recognize that the person at fault is Adam. It all comes back to fucking Adam. Can you tell how much I hate this man? I feel like a lot of kids, their relationships with one another, especially when you're a teenager living in the same house, in that family dynamic, that nuclear family dynamic, I feel like so much of your relationship with one another is defined by your parents, and it's not until you reach a certain age where you're both out of the house and adults sort of living your independent lives that I think you can really get to know one another and establish yourselves and your relationship. Like, I've seen that so much in my own life and my own relationship with my sister. And also thinking about Jeremiah and what he said about, you know, putting Conrad on this pedestal and thinking of him as, like, the better brother. He's taken Conrad off that pedestal. Like he said, because of what happened last summer, I think everything with Belly, also keeping the secret of their mother. I feel like the reason I'm able to talk about Jeremiah like this, and the reason that I'm getting maybe a bit upset with him, is because I recognize so much of what he's doing, because I've done it myself. At some point, Jeremiah has to come to this understanding that if he keeps holding on to this resentment, whether it's valid or not, I'm sure some parts of the anger is valid, some parts really aren't. But no matter what, if you keep holding on to it, it's only going to poison you. So do you want the relationship, or do you want to keep being mad at him? I don't want this to feel like I'm absolving Conrad of things that he's done wrong. I think Conrad has been selfish in some ways. He immediately wanted to be with Belly, despite Belly being like, Jeremiah's really hurting. Not so great. He went up to Belly and was like, oh, Jeremiah is completely over what happened between us. He's dating other people. Clearly, Jeremiah was not doing okay and was not dating other people. Not so great. Conrad, a lot of times, can, you know, ice Jeremiah out and make him feel inferior. Once again, I can understand why Conrad's doing it. It's because he feels like he has to take care of everything. But do you get what I'm saying? Like, they're in this mutual dynamic with one another that's hurting both of them. So we need to just stop. It takes two to tango in a relationship. Both Jeremiah and Conrad have to let go of their patterns, and that's the only way that their relationship is going to heal, for them to treat one another as, like, equals and come to some kind of understanding. For Jeremiah to let go of the resentment and not idealize Conrad, but then also not get mad at Conrad for not living up to his idealization of him. That's another thing. And Conrad needs to stop seeing Jeremiah as this, like, poor little brother, this inferior little brother that he needs to constantly, like, keep things from and save all the time. He has to let people in. Most especially Jeremiah. Bro, this show is so fucking sick for doing this to me. I came here for a fun time, and here I am playing fucking armchair psychologist, okay? This has turned into the summer I therapized a bunch of fictional teenagers. I'm fucking anxious watching this show. Like, I'm stressed the fuck out. Is that everyone else's feeling about this show? Like, I don't know about you guys, but even with the first season when things were stressful and shit, like, I was still having a good time. I don't know if I'm having a good fucking time right now.
Steven really hurt me last year. It's not the kind of hurt that just goes away easily, you know?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, there are a lot of parallels between Steven and Taylor and Belly and, Conrad.
I loved Conrad longer and truer than anyone in my whole life. And I'll probably never love anyone like that again.
You still love him! Stop fucking lying!
There could be something, you know? Like this charge building between us. I shouldn't even be thinking about him like that.
Yeah, you shouldn't, girl. Stop being messy. Get your fucking head on straight. This is when it starts, okay? Because it always happens with the love triangle. When especially, it's usually a girl in the middle. When she keeps flip-flopping like this, she looks like the bad guy. Because no matter what Conrad and Jeremiah do or say, like, she will always end up looking like the biggest fucking villain for going back and forth between them. And it's starting with that fucking conversation. What are you talking about? Oh, there's a charge between us. Something might happen. Shut it down, bitch.
Come on, man. Nobody's playing truth or dare right. It's either you go big or you go home.
Agreed. This needs to get way more euphoria.
No, it does not, bitch. Especially not if we're talking about the second season. Let's cool it.
Scott. Belly, I dare you to, kiss Jeremiah.
Oh! No! 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 Oh my god, please tell me they don't fucking do it. Please tell me they don't. That's sick as hell.
I tried to convince myself for a long time that they weren't inevitable. That I had a chance.
Sorry,
But it's
babe.
pretty clear to me now that I never actually did.
Ooh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but like, that's so sick that they made
You know, you're too old
say
for that
that.
kind of shit, right?
Oh, thank God, Jeremiah. Thank fucking God. That would have been sick if they did that.
I've never seen you turn down a truth or dare kiss before.
Don't do that.
Girl, what the fuck?
Do what? I'm just trying
No,
to
you're
talk
not.
to
You're
you.
being weird.
Just stop,
Exactly.
okay?
Why?
Because you're being a fucking
I don't
instigator.
wanna-
What the fuck are you talking about? It's so gross to ask him that. Why would you say that to him? He still has feelings for you, and even if he didn't, that is fucking weird. Why would he kiss you in front of his brother, who is also your ex? Why? No. Whoever wrote that line, you're sick. Like, what just possessed Belly's body to ask that? What fucking demon just went into her soul? What the fuck? No, I'm getting pissed. I'm getting actually really fucking angry. I don't want to watch this show anymore. Can I tap out? If I tap out, will you guys get mad at me? Because I'm fucking raging. Like, why is pissing me the fuck off? And this is exactly what I knew would happen, and it's still fucking pissing me off. I knew that they would turn Belly into some flip-flopping fucking weirdo bad guy. And it's pissing me off.
I was annoyed with Conrad that day, with everything about him. He'd gotten to take Belly to her prom, and he'd acted like it was some big chore.
See, this is what I'm talking about. He's so angry at him. He literally admitted it. You're angry at him for literally breathing, babe. This resentment is starting to piss me off. Like, we need to let it go. We need to work through it. We need therapy! Once again! I'll say it again!
Conrad forgot Belly's corsage. That's shitty of him.
No, I'm about to get so pissed off. The fact that everybody is getting on Conrad's case for breaking up with Belly at prom, for ruining her prom, for forgetting the corsage. This is the one thing I will never fucking understand. That is the one scenario that I truly I like 100% sympathize with Conrad. He didn't break up with her. Was he mentally checked out? Yes, but his mom probably died within the week. How can you, like, turn around and fucking blame him? Like, that's just the way everyone reacts to grief differently. Everyone reacts to these things differently. His thing was shutting down. How are you gonna look at him and be like, oh, he forgot a fucking corsage. He's a shitty person. He's an asshole. He broke up with her. He ruined her night. He broke her heart. Acting like he's doing everything he did everything so maliciously that night, that he's this fucking villain. Acting like he murdered 3 fucking people. When all he did was be emotionally and mentally fucking checked out because his mother was dying and he felt like there was nothing he could do to fucking stop it. It's really pissing me off, like, actually, like, bad. I think I need, like, a week-long break until I watch the next episode. Like, I really can't fucking do this.
You still have feelings for her.
Ugh.
No, Mom, I got over that crush a long time ago.
No, you didn't.
You never let anyone see you hurting.
I'm fine. Mom, seriously.
Yeah, well, sometimes I think you're a little too good at being fine.
Isn't that what everyone wants me to be?
This is a very sweet scene.
I adore you, Sunshine Boy.
Aww.
My dad always loved Conrad better.
No, he didn't.
But I
He
have
just
my mom.
put a lot of fucking pressure on him.
She was the only person who ever really saw me. Her and Belly.
I feel like Jeremiah is definitely a people pleaser. You know, he's like the fun one, the charming one. I think maybe his resentment also comes from the fact that he always has to pretend like he's okay, and now he's finally like, you know what, I'm gonna show how I really feel. And it's coming out in this very vicious, like, nasty kind of way, almost. And I'm not saying that because I want to rag on him. Like, I'm just trying to understand. And to me that makes sense. It makes sense that someone who has pretended to be okay for so long, who feels like he's always second best in his father's eyes, now in Belly's eyes. He just said, like, these are the two people who loved him the most, who saw him, so, like, having Belly see him in his mind and still not choose him, that fucking hurts. So I feel like all these years of, like, pretending he was okay and burying how he really felt in his anger is now bubbling up, and it's coming out in this way that I feel like is unproductive. Like, getting mad at Conrad because of the corsage and being like, well, I could have done it better. Like, babe, she didn't choose you. Like, I'm sorry, but she didn't choose you. You couldn't have done it better because you weren't in that position.
When my mom went, she recorded the whole ceremony. So you get your diploma, strut up to the stage. I wanted to be there for your day. Even if it was, just through my mom's phone.
Ugh, I like them so much as friends, but, like, you introduce the romance part of it and it makes me want to, like, fucking turn in on myself. I feel so, like, ick about it. After everything that's happened, like, even if they are, like, objectively cute together, like, it makes me feel so fucking sick. I'm sorry, maybe that's unfair, but it's how I feel.
Julia, please. We have an idea, okay?
The buyer has made an offer on the house, and I've officially accepted it.
Huh?
I have to go to Boston to finalize the details, but, it's
What
done.
the fuck?
The house is sold.
No, fuck you! This episode stressed me the fuck out. I have never been so fucking stressed out by an episode of television since Bridgerton Season 2, Episode 6, The Wedding. What is this?
I told you two that I was selling the house. You just refused to believe it. And I'm not enjoying it, but I will admit that I'm relieved it's finally over.
What happened to her in this house that was so bad? Like, she can't just be doing this for no reason.
Okay, don't take this the wrong way, but you married our father.
Jules.
Sorry.
Damn! Whatever that means.
Yeah, but you, Dad, and Lillian were like this perfect family, and I was the outsider that nobody wanted around.
I wanted you there, and so did Dad and my mom.
I literally overheard her ask Dad how long I had to keep coming because I was making everybody miserable with my sour face.
Don't hold it against her forever, and don't hold it against me.
That's why I never told you. Because you don't get it.
I feel like the dynamic between Susanna and, oh my god, Julia, in that scene at least, was very similar to, like, Jeremiah and Conrad in a way. You have the sibling who sort of recognizes the severe, let's be kind about it, severe flaws of a parent, but the other sibling doesn't. And it reminds me so much of Jeremiah and Conrad, where Conrad can very easily see their father's shittiness, whereas I think Jeremiah is holding on to this ideal and kind of not really recognizing where Conrad is coming from. And I saw that very much in that flashback scene.
Our last memory here can't be this. Everyone miserable and defeated. I mean, this place deserves a better goodbye than that. So I said we'd throw a party too.
Oh, yikes.
I'm in.
I don't know if I'm a fan of this. I'm a little bit scared. But maybe Connie will have some fun. Come on, Connie.
I think it's exactly what I would have wanted.
Okay. You tend to either live way up here, where everything is awesome, or way down here, where everything's shit.
He's not wrong. Oh, shit! A Taylor song! I'm sorry, I'm like so shocked. No, why is this kind of cute? Oh! Taylor Swift and this show go hand in hand, which I think is a very interesting thing. I don't know if I've ever seen, like, a music artist be so tied into a show. Like, I saw, like, TikToks and videos of people holding up, like, pictures of Conrad and Belly, like, at Taylor Swift concerts. Like, that's crazy to me. Any time that Taylor played, it was for Conrad and for a Conrad Belly moment. I'm sure that some people are going to be very, very angry. And I get it. But I'm not, like, mad at it, because, like I said, I was kind of, I was tucking my hair behind my ear. I was kind of like, ooh. That scene kind of gave me, like, a season 1 vibe. Like, I feel like I keep saying this, and I don't mean to harp on it, and I don't mean to sound like a Debbie Downer, but I feel like the tone of this show is so drastically different, and it's not necessarily what I came to this show for. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it took me a week to come back because I was so fucking drained. You know, like, season 1 in general had a very light, fun summer vibe, and I feel like this season I'm just not getting that. Like, it's just grief and trauma and a lot of people who need therapy. But I feel like that scene with Belly and Jeremiah kind of gave me that season 1 kind of like fun, like summer vibe kind of a feel. So, I don't know, I thought it was cute. Does playing a Taylor track behind a song of two people together sway me in a certain direction? Sure. But I don't know what you want me to do about that. It's not my fault. Like, take it up with the people who picked the soundtrack.
Dude, I know you're not Fritz Herbertson. I know you're definitely not from Guam.
Jumper! Jeremiah!
What? Oh, look at that face.
The vibes are back, you guys. The vibes are back.
It's been a really crappy 6 weeks.
Yeah,
Oh my, it's only been a month and a half. It's only been like a month and a half since her and Conrad broke up, since the funeral. She's been here a couple days, and she now has feelings for Jeremiah. Now she's in love with Jeremiah. No. No, I call shenanigans.
Have cherry, have Coke. Your specialty.
Where's mine?
You always say they're too sugary.
Yeah, well, I'm thirsty, so too bad.
Oh!
Too sugary.
Okay, old man.
And I thought cocoa was your specialty.
Okay, last one to fill a cart has to load it all in. Go!
Wait!
No, these are the vibes I was missing. Just these three together. Oh, man. And it's gonna go tits up soon.
It's a party in the USA. Yeah. It's a party in the USA.
Okay, they're cute, objectively, I can see it. I know that everybody loved them this season, but I don't know. I feel like I'm more than halfway and I'm not getting it. I'm sorry. I don't know, maybe this episode will change my mind. It seems like it's gonna have a big focus on them.
Yep. Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, the smile!
This is 100% your look, Connie baby.
Stop! Jelly could never do this to me. Like, the pool scene was cute. For a second there, I was thinking, okay, am I gonna be okay with Jelly? Am I gonna be okay this season? Like last season? Am I gonna have a back and forth about it? No. No, bitch. Because this is fucking it. This is crazy. He called her Isabel, and then she called him Connie baby, and oh my god. The way he smiled at her when she turned away, fuck you. Fuck you. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to look at it. Don't bring it up. Don't bring it up.
I had to apologize for that day.
The prom?
Susanna's funeral.
Okay, yeah, no, that's probably, yeah, bigger apology.
I was awful to you. I mean, I'm so ashamed of how I act.
Okay, I actually, like, even though what she's saying is right, I appreciate the accountability. I appreciate her doing this.
It's not like I had any right.
Of course you did. I was having a panic attack.
Oh.
Barbara is just the one who found me. I really wish it was you.
Oh! Are we about to kiss right now? Are we about to kiss?
Hey, Jer.
God damn it. It's just like their first kiss all over again. When he, like, shot off that firework right as their lips are about to touch. Like, Jeremiah, love you, babe. Love ya. You have the worst fucking timing. I just think that Belly apologizing and saying, like, that wasn't okay, what I did, I think it shows a lot of maturity from her. And as much as, like, I can look at it and be like, I understand where she was coming from, she should not have made a scene like that or said those things to him at his mother's funeral. Like, that will just never be okay. But what I loved about that is that Conrad kind of, like, he validated how she was feeling and being like, those feelings you felt were like, you were entitled to them and I'm sorry. Like, both of them were like reassuring the other person and validating the other person in a way and apologizing. And I just loved that. I think that was like, The thing about relationships is that if you want to have a good one, a healthy one, you better know how to fucking apologize. And do it well. Because chances are you're gonna hurt the person that you love. All of us have done it. All of us will do it. We will continue to do it because we're human and we're people. And the best thing that you can do is apologize, really mean it, take accountability, and do your best moving forward to not do that shit again. I think the older I get, the more I appreciate a good fucking apology.
My first kiss with Cam was really, really sweet.
It was.
With
It was
Conrad,
adorable.
I wasn't even in my body. I think I kind of blacked out. And with Jeremiah, it was surprisingly really hot.
Yeah.
Really hot. Really hot.
Okay.
I'll take that. I mean, I'm not gonna... That pool kiss was fucking iconic.
Look at how you're mooning over Conrad.
It was
Okay.
a long time ago.
Really? Because it seemed like you were looking at him like that earlier.
No, I
And
wasn't.
And you were. And you were. Let's not lie. Can we not lie? Let's not lie to the audience. Let's not lie about objective facts.
Getting over your past and moving on and in the present all at the same time.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna be endgame this season. I feel like last season, even though Belly, to be honest, was in more relationships than she has been this season. Like, she was with Cameron, then hooking up with Jeremiah, then with Conrad at the end. And the whole time she, like, obviously still had unresolved feelings for Conrad. But I feel like the timeline and the timing of it all made sense. But with this season, like, it just feels really out of nowhere. Like, I feel like the last season did a great job establishing Jeremiah and Belly and that kind of build up, and it made sense for me, like, when they got together. But, like, with this season, I don't get it. Like, I think especially coming from Belly's end. Like, it all just seems very fast. Like, maybe if, like, she'd been there for, like, a little longer than a week. I don't know. I just feel like this entire season has been so focused, at least so far, up until, like, this episode and maybe the last one. Like, the first half of the season was so focused on Conrad and Belly, them being together, their angst, their breakup. Like, even in these episodes where the main focus is, I think, on Jeremiah and Belly, there are always these scenes and these moments thrown in about Conrad and Belly and them mentioning their connection. I just feel like Conrad and Belly are able to, like, exist on their own, whereas Jeremiah and Belly are constantly being shown in comparison with Conrad and Belly. Like, their moments are undercut with Conrad and Belly moments. And I think, or I like to think, that I'm able to be pretty objective about, like, you know, show writing and what the show wants us to feel. And I think the show obviously wants us to start, you know, rooting for Jeremiah and Belly and getting used to the fact that that's going to be the end game. Like I said, like, when she was talking about those 3 kisses, she talked about Jeremiah last, and there was, like, music playing in the background where she talked about kissing Jeremiah. It doesn't feel, like, natural. But in the first season it did. That's why I'm saying, like, I don't know if the difference is just me and the fact that now I've seen Conrad and Belly together, like, seeing Jeremiah and Belly together will always seem kind of weird to me. Maybe it's the writing, maybe it's a combination of both. I don't know.
He didn't kiss me during Truth or Dare because if he started kissing me, he wouldn't be able to stop.
Belly? It's like Wattpad level hot. I know. You could sell them. I know.
Girl, shut the fuck. Like, no offense to the Wattpad girlies, you know, there are some gems on there, of course, but, like, I don't think that when someone thinks about, you know, hot and steamy, you know, writing, that people think of Wattpad.
Belly.
Yeah. Okay.
Steven's gonna take a picture. Belly, smile. Ready? 3, 2, 1, cheers!
I can't stand them. Did you see that? Did you fucking see that? That's crazy. They are the epitome of she fell first, he fell harder, except I genuinely do believe that he fell as well around the same time but didn't recognize it. So he recognized his feelings later and then fell harder. Like, that's crazy. I don't know how you're supposed to want me to, like, want Jeremiah and Belly together when that kind of shit is going on. This is crazy. Crazy.
Oh shit.
Yeesh. Oh.
You don't need to hurt yourself to get my attention.
Oh no. Why would you make him say that? Why would you block the scene that way? Why would you have him whisper in her ear like that? Why would you have him deliver that line? Why? You know what? Actually, maybe Miss Taylor was onto something there when she brought up Wattpad, because that was Wattpad level cringy. I know that Gavin looked at that script and was like, really? Really? They set him up like that. They set him up like that. That's crazy. That's fucked. Especially coming right after the Conrad Belly moment with, like, the picture. Like, that's a setup if I've ever seen one. Okay, this is kind of cute. No, okay. Now, okay. Okay.
He's a good kisser, though.
Okay. Bisexual king.
Not as good as you.
Oh, no! Okay, I was about to freak out. No, that would have been really bad. Ah!
They've agreed to let you rent the place for 1 week every summer.
Wait, are you serious? We get to come back? Oh my god, Sky, this is amazing! Oh my god.
You rent the place.
No, it's not.
Oh.
I'll tell your mom thanks, but no.
When things aren't perfect, instead of trying to fix it, he just decides to throw it away.
Oh no, what's happening?
And it's not just the house.
What's going on? No.
You did it to Belly, too.
Oh no!
You know, when shit got tough, he couldn't handle it, and he dropped you. Shut up, Jared.
Don't use me to get at him.
I watched Mom slip away a little bit every single day. While you were at college, or with Belly, or moping around after you screwed that up. Jerry, you know for a fact that I came home every second I could. But it wasn't every day. Okay. What do you want, medal? Now I finally see you for who you really are. A coward.
Oh, baby, you need to stop.
Not even somebody I want to know.
That was a fucking train wreck. I literally have nothing to say. Like, I feel like I just watched a fucking, like, 4-car pile up. He just kept fucking going. He would not stop. Even when Belly walked away, you would think that would snap him out of it and be like, this is not okay. And he just kept going. I get it in the sense that I understand him snapping, because I feel like this was kind of being built up for a long time. Like, I've mentioned it in previous episodes, like, Jeremiah has this anger towards Conrad, this resentment, this frustration. And I think we finally got to the heart of it, which was, I think, what he said about their mom. And the whole thing about him being a coward. Like, it can't be all about Belly. It's not, because he just used Belly as, like, kind of like a, I don't know, like a trump card. Like, oh, like, you fucked that up, trying to throw it in his face. But I feel like the core of what he's angry about is the stuff with their mom. And it just makes me so sad, because the person who is most to blame for that is their father. Instead of asking himself, why is it on me and Conrad to take care of our mother while she's dying? To pay for her hospital bills? To take care of the insurance? Why is Conrad obligated to come home when he's going to college? Why am I having to live out my senior year, which should be this incredible time, while also trying to take care of this, like, financial, emotional, like, traumatic fucking burden? But, like, he's laying blame at the wrong person's feet. I will say this time and time again until everybody fucking hears me, even the characters in the screen. At the end of the day, none of this should be on Jeremiah or Conrad. It is on the adults. It is on Adam. Everything between those boys that is not right between them, I truly believe is, like, Adam's fucking fault. I do. Because when you're that young, as siblings, your dynamic is so informed by your parents. I've been in sibling fights. I have an older sister. That kind of shit can be full-on knock-down, drag-out fights that you get into with your sibling. Like, you know so much about the other person that it can get heated and it can get mean. It can get fucking mean. But the problem is that I don't think Jeremiah can ever, he can't unsay what he just said. You're a coward. I don't look up to you. I don't want to know you. Like, I'm sure Conrad will forgive that, but you don't forget. You don't forget. And it just makes me sad that, like, Conrad has to hear that. But I also, like I said, like, I feel for Jer, and I understand where he's coming from. It just, bringing Belly into it was, like, really fucking low, though. Like, that was yikes. I'm glad that she said what she said, like, don't bring me into this. Jeremiah and Conrad's relationship, it's so much more than Belly, and bringing Belly up in that moment was just to get at Conrad. And make him, like, feel worse than you were already hoping to make him feel.
Why didn't you tell me you went to Jeremiah about us?
Why? If I had known that you'd done that you cared that much about me, if I'd known that I would have fought for you.
Girl, how did you not know?
For us, I would have fought for us.
I thought you knew. I thought you knew. From the moment we kissed on the beach, I thought you knew.
Why? Why did you throw it all away?
Why did you throw it away, girl?
I thought that we loved each other.
Gross. I hate the past tense. You
We
love
did.
each other. Stop it! Both of you, stop. Stop lying. Oh, they're gonna play snow on the beach?
I guess not enough.
This is disgusting. I hate this. Take it away. I don't know how you expected Conrad to fight for you. With everything he was going through. He had nothing to give to anybody. He was barely able to fucking take care of himself. Now that I think about that, what I just said, maybe it's best that they broke up. Because I don't think Conrad, he was not in the mental or emotional space to be able to be a good boyfriend or a good partner at that point. But who would be? Who would be? And she, like I mentioned, like she just had all these insecurities and fears and she just didn't know how to handle it. How is Conrad supposed to know what to do and say when grieving his mother's death? How is Belly supposed to know how to support him in that when she's also going through it? Like, how are any of these kids supposed to help each other? They can't. They can't. They don't have the fucking capacity to do that for each other. And so they're just floundering around and hurting each other over and over again. Did my voice just crack? Bro, this show used to be fun. This show used to be a good time. And now I'm just watching these poor fucking children, like, implode on themselves. And onto each other. I feel bad because I feel like you guys are kind of watching me almost, like, fall out of love with this show. I mean, like, I'm having emotional reactions to it, like, but I'm not gonna lie, like, I feel fucking drained. I thought the last episode drained me. I'm gonna need, like, a month-long break after this episode before I watch the next two. I can't fucking do this. Like, this is fucking heavy, bro. And I've also, like, looked a bit into the fandom responses to this season, and, like, I don't even want to fucking touch that. Like, the way that people are talking about Conrad and Jeremiah especially, like, you know what, actually, let me say something. I have seen one too many people call Conrad and Jeremiah all types of names that are just crazy to me. Toxic, manipulative, narcissist, abuser, gaslighter. I haven't even seen, like, the extent of it, nor do I want to. Like, I do not want to be involved. I'm not on Twitter for a fucking reason. But from what I've seen, like, enough. Okay, if you call either of these boys any of those names, if you call them toxic, like, whatever the fuck, like, I will simply, I won't listen to you. I just won't. Because I think that's crazy and ridiculous.
I promised Susanna I wouldn't lose the magic. But it's gone.
But that's not on you, babe. I feel like she's so, like, wrapped up in trying to, like, preserve this place for Susanna's memory that, like, it's just too much on her.
Mommy, I need you. Just come, please. Okay? Just come and fix it.
Oh, the way she called her mommy and the way she was, like, crying, just being like, please come fix this. Like, it was such, like, a little girl just, like, begging for her parent to fix something. I think I genuinely, like, need a break or some kind of breather before I watch the next few episodes because I've heard that they are messy. I don't know. I feel like I'm not necessarily enjoying it. It's almost become, like, a compulsion to watch it. Because I'm like, what else could possibly fucking happen? Like, what other fuckery can go down? Anyway, that is it for me today, you guys. I feel like I need to go take, like, a 45-minute fucking nap after watching that episode. But if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. If you guys want to find me or follow me anywhere else, all of my links will be down below. I love you all so very dearly, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!